We're looking between charging system and air conditioning problems. There are a lot of people out there having air conditioning problems, and especially now that it's raining. If your air conditioner has not been working all this while, well, it's been the dry season, so you didn't have problems. But now that it's raining, seriously, you would wish you had a running air conditioner when you drive in the rain, because you can wind up. When you do that, the heat from the engine is going to hit the cabin. The heat from radiating from your own body will hit the cabin, and before you know, the whole windshield will be frosted up and you won't see anything. But if you have a running air conditioner, you could actually use that and get away from that. Then there are other ways they use defroster to defrost the windshield so you can still have clear view while moving. But using a defroster without your air conditioner working, it's really a difficult process, because you'll be so hot with the defroster inside the cabin, and you wouldn't like to leave that on. So this morning we'll talk about some of the air conditioning problems. Some of the air conditioner problems that you can possibly have. Alright? The air conditioner system, its basic job is actually to keep the vehicle cool and conducive. Now, just as you have your air conditioner, you also have the heater. Okay? The heater also keeps the vehicle warm when it's maybe you're driving on a very cold day. You use the heater. So the both of them actually work hand in hand, but they are not the same thing, because sometimes your vehicle air conditioner might not be working, like giving you the cooling effect, but the heater would actually work even if the air conditioner is not working. So this morning, the part of the air conditioner we would really focus on is probably the problematic part of it, which is usually the side where you use the refrigerant. Okay, some people call it freon gas, or the R134A gas,
or
just gas, AC gas. Okay, that's the area we're going to be looking at this morning. Now, your air conditioning system usually will consist of certain very basic components. One of them, starting from outside, you would have the one that is most obvious, the condenser that looks like a radiator, and then you have the AC compressor, and then you also have the evaporator, which is inside, that looks like the condenser as well, that is actually inside. And then apart from those, you would have the pipework that transfers the gas all around. And then apart from the pipework, you also have a dryer somewhere that dries the gas, so that you don't have element of vapor, water vapor, moisture inside of the gas, because the gas is not supposed to have water vapor. The reason why the gas is not supposed to have water vapor is the gas reacts with water vapor actually. And that's what most AC technicians, they don't really know. There is a reaction that occurs with that gas and water vapor. So if you have water vapor mixing with it, it will cause a reaction which is not good for the system at all. That is one reason why most air conditioning system, they go bad easily. So, and this system we're talking about this morning is supposed to be a completely sealed system, where only the gas just runs around. And for a gas to run around like that, you need a pump somewhere. The pump is actually the compressor. So the job of the compressor is, starting from the compressor end, it would have two lines. There is a line that brings the gas into the compressor. There is another line that takes the gas out of the compressor. The one that brings it into the compressor is known as the low pressure line, which is always the cold line. And then the one that takes it out of the compressor is known as the high pressure line, which is always known as the hot line, which would be warm, because the gas is getting out, it's being pressurized to get out. Now, under that pressure, you would have increase in temperature. Now, when the gas leaves the compressor, it gets into the condenser. The job of the condenser is to condense the gas, to cool it, all right, to give a cooling effect to the gas. That is the same reason why, if your condenser surface is clogged up and your AC is running, if air is not touching the condenser properly to cool the gas, you see that your air conditioner will not cool. And then the AC man comes and then pours a bucket of water to the condenser, and then you surprise, suddenly the AC starts cooling. He didn't do anything, he just poured a bucket of water on the condenser, and then the AC started cooling. Don't be surprised. If the condenser doesn't cool very well, your air conditioning system will not cool very well in the cabin. So that is the area where the gas is cooled. The gas is cooled from there, and then the next area the gas goes to is to go into the dryer. Some people have it, your air conditioning system might have a dryer or might have an orifice tube, whichever one it has. There are two systems though. So the dryer and or accumulator, sorry, it will have an accumulator or a dryer. The same job the both of them do. The accumulator would also induce drying. The dryer would also induce drying. So that dries the water vapor away from the gas, being that the gas was condensed a while ago in the condenser. Now it's going to be dried in the dryer. After drying it, it moves all the way and then goes through a valve. Now there are two types of valve you would have there. There is some systems will use the orifice tube, and then some systems would use the what is it called again? Expansion valve. Exactly. These days I forget the steps.
You're only human.
So, or it goes into the expansion valve. Now the expansion valve is the one that would expand the pressurized gas into the evaporator. Now when it does that in the evaporator evaporates it, and the blower or the blower fan blows that coolness on the radiators and the evaporator surface into the cabin, and then everywhere becomes cold. Now once the gas is evaporated in the evaporator, it moves away slowly all the way back through the low pressure line, going back to the AC compressor. When it gets to this AC compressor, the journey starts again. The AC compressor now pressurizes the gas again to send it back to the AC condenser. Now this can go on and on for as long as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can count questions.